Hello friends, today we'll start the second chapter of matrix spaces, which is completeness. We want to study complete matrix spaces in the chapter. Completeness depends on Cauchy sequence, convergence sequence concept. We are well familiar with convergent sequence, Cauchy sequence instead of real number. So firstly, we'll revise the concept of convergent sequence of real numbers and Cauchy sequence of real numbers. So firstly, what is a sequence? Sequence is nothing but function from set of natural number to that set. Is it right? So Sn is said to be real sequence if Sn contains all terms to be real numbers. Means it is actually function from set of natural number to real number set. So we can talk about the sequence of elements in matrix spaces. A function relating natural numbers to elements of matrix space is known as sequence of elements in matrix space. Okay. So what is the definition of convergent sequence in R1? Convergent sequence in set of real numbers. A real sequence means sequence of real numbers. Sn equal to 1 to infinity is convergent and converges to L belongs to R if that Sns are very close to L after large n. Okay. If for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists positive integer n naught such that mod of Sn minus L is less than epsilon for any n greater equal n naught. If Sn converges to L, if Sn converges to L, then we write limit of Sn is equal to L, and L is called as, in this case, L is called as limit of sequence Sn. L is limit of sequence Sn. Right? Cauchy sequence what is the Cauchy sequence? The real sequence Sn is Cauchy if Cauchy, write C to be capital, if terms of that sequence are very close to each other after very large n. If for given epsilon greater than 0, means epsilon is too small, there exists positive integer n naught such that mod of Sn minus Sm is less than epsilon for any m greater equal n naught. Then we prove the result that every convergent sequence is Cauchy sequence, every convergent sequence is bounded sequence. Cauchy sequence is convergent in real analysis course. Now, these concepts, convergence or Cauchiness of sequence, is defined via distance between term of that sequence and limit of the sequence, or distance between terms of that two sequences. And we are defining distance function on metric space. If D is a metric space, what is that D? D is a metric means which is distance function satisfying certain four conditions. So as distance is well defined there, so on parallel line we can talk about the convergent sequence and Cauchy sequence in metric space. Okay, so convergent and Cauchy sequence in metric space. Convergent sequence in metric space. XD. A sequence Xn of points in X points in metric space XD or elements is convergent and converges to L, is convergent and converges to say X, to X belongs to X if on same line, if for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer n naught such that d of x and x, only by writing mod Sn minus L at d of x and x less than epsilon for any n greater equal n naught. If Xn converges to L or X, then we write limit Xn is equal to X or Xn tends to X as n tends to infinity. In this case, X is called as limit of sequence Xn. Okay. Moreover, X is called as limit of sequence or limit point of sequence Xn. Right? If sequence is not convergent, then it is called as divergent sequence. Okay. So sequence Sn is divergent if it is not convergent. If it is not convergent. On parallel line we can talk about the, so here I have talked about divergent sequence also. Now Cauchy sequence. On same line, a sequence Xn of points in XD, metric space XD, is Cauchy sequence, is Cauchy if for any epsilon greater than 0, there exists positive integer n naught such that d of x and xm is less than epsilon for any mm greater equal n naught. So as distance function is defined on metric space, so with help of distance we are just generalizing definition of convergent sequence in real number or Cauchy sequence in real number to convergent sequence and Cauchy sequence in general metric space. Now, for real sequence we prove that every convergent sequence has unique limit. Means in metric space also that result is also true. So how we prove that convergent sequence has unique limit? On same line we will prove result here. We know that convergent sequence is Cauchy sequence only what we are doing in real analysis, by doing that result, we replace that modulus symbols by d of x and x, d of x and x and etc. That will be the corresponding changes. Nothing more than that. On parallel line, we'll prove the results. Okay. So now we'll prove result that every convergence sequence has unique limit. So first important theorem, any convergent sequence, I'm writing the abbreviation for convergent to be CGT, don't use any abbreviation. Any convergent sequence in metric space XD has unique limit. Has unique limit. So proof. Let Xn be convergent sequence, Xn convergent sequence in metric space XD. Claim sequence X's have unique limit. Xn has unique limit in X. So suppose limit of Xn, limit n tends to infinity of Xn is equal to X, limit n tends to infinity of Xn is equal to Y in X. Then if X not equal to Y, then for epsilon is equal to d of xy by 2 greater than 0. As x is not equal to y, then distance between x and y must be positive. If I take epsilon to be this, for epsilon is equal to this greater than 0, there exists n1, n2 greater than n1, n2 belongs to set of natural numbers such that d of x and x is less than epsilon by 2 for any n greater or equal n1, and d of x and y is also less than epsilon by 2 for any n greater or equal n2. Therefore, for n0 is equal to maximum of n1, n2. d of x and x, d of x and y less than epsilon by 2 for any n greater or equal n0. Do this one. Okay. Now d of xy is equal. Now d of xy is less equal d of xxn plus d of xn y. By triangle inequality in metric space, we get this. Then by symmetry, d of xn x is similar to d of xxn. So this is less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2 is equal to epsilon for any n greater or equal n0 by 1 by 1. What this implies is therefore d of xy is less than, what is epsilon? D of xy by 2. This is impossible. This is impossible, and therefore our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. assumption x not equal to y is wrong, and therefore x is equal to y. So if I assume that x not equal to y, then we are getting some contradiction. Okay, and therefore thus every convergent sequence has unique limit. Every convergent sequence has unique limit. Right? So instead of real number also we proved this result. In matrix space it is also true. Then we proved result that every convergent sequence is bounded sequence. Okay, every convergent sequence is bounded. So our next result is every convergent sequence in matrix space XD is bounded. So we have taken definition of bounded subset of matrix space. A subset A of matrix space XD is said to be bounded if there exists some m greater than 0 such that d of xy less equal m for every xy belonging to A. So sequence xn in matrix space XD is said to be bounded if there exists some positive number m greater than 0 such that distance between any 2 points of that sequence must be less than that fixed number m. So let xn be some convergent sequence. Let xn be convergent sequence in matrix space XD such that limit n tends to infinity of xn is equal to x. Xn is equal to x, belongs to x. Then for epsilon is equal to 1, for epsilon is equal to 1 greater than 0, as I have to show that boundedness, so I am taking epsilon to be some fixed real number. One can take 2 also, doesn't matter. One can take half also. Okay. So for epsilon is equal to 1 greater than 0, there exists positive integer n naught such that d of xn x is less than 1 for any n greater equal n naught. 1. Now take m is equal to maximum of 1 comma d of xn x, where 1 less equal n less equal n naught. Then d of xn xm, this is less equal to d of xn x plus d of xxm by triangle inequality, and then this is less than. If xn is greater than n naught, then it is 1. xm is greater than, this m is also greater than n naught, then d of xm x is less than 1. If it is less than n naught, then m is equal to d of xn x, which is maximum. So d of xn xm must be less than equal to 2 times. This is less equal m plus m is equal to 2m. Okay. For any nm, this implies xn is bounded sequence. So what we proved? Every convergent sequence is bounded. Then we have proved result that every convergent sequence is Cauchy. Converses are not true. You can just take examples from sequences in real number. For example, -1 raised to n equal to 1 to infinity is bounded sequence which is not convergent. Okay, so set of real number with usual metric is a metric space. So that example works here. Our next result is every convergent sequence is Cauchy sequence. Every convergent sequence is Cauchy sequence. Every convergent sequence in matrix space XD is Cauchy. So take some convergent sequence. So let xn n equal to 1 to infinity, the convergent sequence in matrix space XD such that limit n tends to infinity of xn is equal to x belongs to x, right? Claim xn is Cauchy. So we have to show that d of xn xm is less than epsilon for given epsilon greater than 0 via limit of the sequence. Via limit of the sequence, we have to use convergence of that sequence somewhere to prove it is Cauchy, right? Means we have to use limit of that sequence. So for this, d of xn xm is less equal to d of xn x plus d of x xm by triangle inequality, right? Okay. By from 1 for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists positive integer n naught such that d of xn x, which is equal to d of x xn, is less than epsilon by 2 for any n greater equal n naught. Okay. Using 2 in 3, using 2 in 3, we get d of xn xm is less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2 is equal to epsilon for any mn greater equal n naught. Okay. Means for given epsilon greater than 0, there is positive integer n naught satisfying this condition. Okay. This implies xn is Cauchy sequence. Is Cauchy sequence. Right. Thus, every convergent sequence is Cauchy. Is Cauchy sequence. Now, in real numbers, we proved that every Cauchy sequence is also convergent. Every Cauchy sequence is also convergent. Okay. But if I take in matrix space some Cauchy sequence, converse of this theorem is not true. Note, converse is not true. Example, let x is equal to, say, open interval 0 1, the matrix space with usual metric d of xy is equal to mod of x minus y. Then if I take 1 upon n is equal to, say, 2 to infinity. is equal to half, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, and so on. A sequence of points in X is equal to 0. Okay. Now, mod of 1 by n minus 1 by m is less equal 1 by n plus 1 by m. This is less equal 2 by n less equal 2 by n naught for any m greater equal n naught. Okay. Q1 for this. For epsilon greater than 0, 2 by n naught is less than epsilon if and only if n naught is greater than 2 by epsilon. So from 1 and 2, for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists positive integer n naught greater than 2 by epsilon by Archimedean property, such that mod of 1 by n minus 1 by m must be less than epsilon for any m n greater equal n naught greater than 2 by epsilon. Therefore, 1 by n equal to 2 to infinity. Okay, I am taking index or index of that sequence n running from 2 to infinity instead of taking 1, because for n equal to 1, I am getting 1 here, but 1 is not in our set. Is Cauchy sequence in 0, 1. Now, limit n tends to infinity of 1 by n is equal to 0 doesn't belongs to 0, 1. Therefore, 1 by n has no limit. Therefore, 1 by n has no limit in 0, 1. In 0, 1. And therefore, 1 by n equal to 2 to infinity is not convergent. Therefore, 1 by n equal to 2 to infinity is not convergent. So this is my A sequence in X. So this is Cauchy sequence. Okay. So there is just Cauchy sequence is not convergent. Okay. So from A and B, Cauchy sequence cannot be convergent. From A and B, Cauchy sequence in metric space. In metric space need not be convergent. Now we'll take definition of complete metric space. A metric space XD is complete if every Cauchy sequence in X, Cauchy sequence in XD is convergent. So note by above example, X is equal to open interval 0, 1 with respect to usual metric, d of xy is equal to mod of x minus y is not complete. Is not complete metric space. Exercise so that argue that is set of real numbers with usual metric. Set of real numbers with usual metric. D of xy is equal to mod of x minus y is complete metric space. Is complete metric space. So in real analysis, we proved that every Cauchy sequence of real numbers is convergent with respect to usual distance function. We proved that every Cauchy sequence is bounded. Every bounded sequence has convergent subsequence. With help of these two results, we proved that every Cauchy sequence is convergent. Or Cauchy sequence is convergent is proved with help of lim sup and lim inf. If Sn is a Cauchy sequence of real numbers, then lim sup of Sn is equal to lim of Sn, and hence that sequence is convergent. And therefore, R1 set of real numbers is complete metric space with respect to usual metric, that is usual distance function d of xy is mod of x minus y. As I am saying that it is a complete metric space, so it may not be metric space with respect to some other metric defined on it. Okay. But in real analysis, we are just studying set of real numbers with respect to usual distance function. We are taking the usual distance and on whole real line, and that's why we are saying that every Cauchy sequence is convergent there. But now in metric spaces, it is not the case. Okay. And with that, we have new concept in which every Cauchy sequence is convergent. That metric space is known as complete metric space. And that we have to study in this chapter. Okay. So with this discussion, we'll stop our lecture session here. Thanks for listening lecture carefully. Bye bye.